Good morning, my dear students. Today I want to continue the lesson motion from the ninth class physical science. In the earlier days, I told you about uniform motion and non-uniform motion. In uniform motion, the velocity is being constant, and in the non-uniform motion, the velocity is changing. In our daily life, we will observe the change in the velocity of objects. For example, when we travel in a bus, if the bus velocity is increased, then we can experience the velocity change. We feel that experience the change in velocity. How we can feel the change in velocity? Suddenly we pressed against the seat. If the driver accelerates the bus, means press the accelerator suddenly, then we may feel the change in velocity by pressing the body against the seat. So velocity increases, we are observing. If the driver applies brakes, means the velocity decreases. That is also change in velocity. Then we tend to move forward from the seat. So likewise, we can experience the change in velocity in our daily life. If the velocity is changing, how fast it is changing per second, how much changed, or how slow it is changing per second, how much it is decreased, or per second how much it is increased, per unit time how much it is changing. To know that, we have to introduce another concept called acceleration. The definition of acceleration is the change of velocity per unit time is called as the change in velocity per unit time is known as acceleration. For example, a body is started at the point of observation. A body is moving with initial velocity u. After some time interval, after some time t, its velocity, final velocity is u, let us suppose. Then what is change in the velocity? It is final, it is initial now. What is change in the velocity? I said the definition, according to the definition, acceleration formula is change in velocity by time taken. That means change in velocity per unit time, and also known as rate of change in velocity is also known as acceleration. So the change in velocity can be written as final velocity minus initial velocity by time taken. Final velocity is represented by the letter v, and initial is with u, so that v minus u by t is the formula for acceleration. And the SI unit of acceleration is velocity, unit of velocity is meter per second. Change in velocity also meter per second is the unit, and the time taken is the unit for time is second. Meter by second whole by second gives you meter by second square. So meter per second square is the SI unit of acceleration. If the velocity of a body is increasing, then we say the body is accelerated. If the velocity of a body is decreasing, then the body is said to be decelerated. For the acceleration and for the deceleration, same formula we use, but when we calculate the acceleration for increase in velocities, we get positive acceleration value. But when we calculated the acceleration for the bodies whose velocity is decreasing, then we get the negative value of acceleration. If you get the negative value of acceleration, we say the body is decelerated. Okay. Now let us see one example sum. A body travelled with an initial velocity 20 meter per second, attained 50 meter per second after 5 seconds. After 5 seconds, its attaining velocity is 50 meter per second. Means before 5 seconds is, when we at the time of observation before 5 seconds, 20 meter is initial velocity, it is final velocity. So that everything is given on final velocity, initial velocity, time interval, time taken to attain this change in velocity. These three things given, so you can calculate what is the acceleration of the body. Find the acceleration. According to the formula, we can write to v a is equals to v minus u by t. So v is the final velocity 50, u is the initial velocity 20 meter per second. By time taken is 5 seconds. So after the calculation, we get 50 minus 20, 30 meter per second. 30 meter per second by 5 seconds. After calculation, 5 1 ja, 5 6 ja, per 1 second 6 meter per second. Initially it started with 20 meter per second velocity, 20 meter per second velocity, initial velocity. For every second it is increasing. For every second how much change comes, we are getting how much change? 6 meter per second increase. For every second 6 meter per second. For example, it is initial per 1 second 20 to 6 second increasing as an acceleration means the change in velocity is 6 meter per second we got now. So 26. After the second, after for one more second, from first second to second second, so during the 1 and 1 second time interval, 26 to 32. How much increase? 6 meter per second increase. Here also 6 meter per second. 6 meter per second change we are observing. Finally, it attains after 5 seconds. Final velocity is 50 meter per second. In such a way, its velocity is changed from 20 meter per second to 50 meter per second during the time interval of 5 seconds. For every second, how much it is increased means we can calculate that value as acceleration. So the rate of change means per second how much change attained is that value is called acceleration. So meter per second whole by second gets meter per second square. So acceleration of the body is 6 meter per second square. So here in this case we are observing equal changes in velocity. 6 and here 6, here 6. Equal changes in velocity occur here in equal intervals of time. Per 1 second, here per 1 second, per 1 second 6, per 1 second 6 meter per second increased. In such a way, so here this acceleration is said to be uniform acceleration when equal changes of velocity occur. Here equal changes of velocity occur for every in equal intervals of time. In equal intervals of time, if equal changes of velocity occur by a body, then the body's acceleration is said to be uniform acceleration taking place here. Then here this kind of motion is said to be uniform accelerated motion, and the body is said to be uniform accelerated body. Uniform acceleration, uniform accelerated body. The acceleration is uniform. We may use such kind of words, this kind of accelerations. In our daily life, can we observe any uniform accelerated bodies? Means which maintains equal changes in equal intervals of velocity in equal intervals of time. Can we observe in our daily life? We can give one example for the uniform accelerated body. All the free falling objects which are freely falling from height, when we ignore the resistance of air, then the bodies are said to be free falling bodies. All the free falling bodies, you know how they accelerate. For example, beginning velocity is 0. When we hold an object, its beginning velocity is 0. When we drop it, after 1 second, it attains change in velocity comes 9.8 meter per second square. Here for this body we got 6 meter per second square acceleration. But for the uniform accelerated bodies, the change in velocity, rate of change in velocity, that means acceleration value, we get 9.8 meter per second square we get. From 0 to 9.8 meter per second increases. After the next value 9.8, after 9, how much increases? 9.8 increases. Means 9 point plus, if we add 9.8 for this 9.8 means what we get? 19.6 meter per second square we get. Okay? 0, 9.8, 19.6 meter per second and so on. The velocities we observe for the free falling objects. That's why the 9.8 meter per second square is known as acceleration due to gravity. Because of the attraction force of earth, the body is accelerated. How much accelerated? 9.8 meter per second. That is G value we say in our daily. Okay. For such kind of uniformly accelerated objects. There are three equations. Let us derive those three equations now. Equations of uniform accelerated motion. For this, to derive these equations, let us consider a body is moving on a straight road whose velocity at 0 seconds is initial velocity is u. After some time t seconds, its final velocity is v. Its displacement taken, the displacement is taken by this time interval is s. Suppose. Now let us derive these equations. From the formula of acceleration, from the definition of acceleration, a can be written as a equals v minus u by t. By cross multiplication, at is equals to v minus u, v is equals to u plus at. Therefore, v is equals to u plus at is the equation 1. This is the first equation for the uniform accelerated bodies. And next equation let us derive. Since the acceleration is constant, uniform acceleration, the average velocity of the body can be written as v plus u by t. It is a formula. And we know that from the earlier knowledge, average velocity is displacement by time, s by t. This is now the formula for this uniform accelerated bodies of average velocity. But we know from the earlier knowledge, average velocity, one more formula s by t also we know. From the 1 and 2, these two are equal. These two are the formulas for average velocity. That's why we can equate these two. When we equate from 1 and 2, we can write that v plus u by 2 is equals to s by t. We can write this relationship. Okay. From this relationship and from this first equation, how can we derive the second equation? Let us see. By substituting v value from the equation 1 in at here, what we get? Vc. By substituting the value from the equation 1 in 3, what we get in this equation? We have to substitute v value. What we got there? So u instead of v, we can write u plus at. U plus at plus u by 2 is equal to s by t. Then u plus u 2u plus at. After calculation, 2 gets cancelled. Here 2 remains, so that I have written as 1 by 2. U plus half at 1 by 2 you can read as half 1 by 2 as u plus half at is equals to s by t. By cross multiplication, this is whole by 1. So by cross multiplication, ut plus half at square is equals to s. Therefore, s is equals to u2 plus half at square is the second equation for the uniform accelerated motion. So let me derive third equation. We know the first equation v is equals to u plus at, which is derived from the formula of acceleration v a is equal to v minus u by t. And we know this is also average velocity formula. We know these two, okay. So from this equation, can I write v minus u is equals to at? Yes. That implies, can I write v minus u by a is equals to t? Yes. Therefore, t can be written as v minus u by a. So from equation 1, we got t value. By substituting, let it be fourth equation. By substituting this equation 4, in equation 3, in this equation, if we substitute the t value which we got from the above equation, we substitute the t value, we will get v plus u by 2 is equals to s by, what is the t value we have to substitute there? V minus u by a. By cross multiplication, what we get? V plus u by 2 is equals to v minus u by a. It is in the form of a plus b into a minus b. That's why a square minus b square. From this formula we can write v square minus u square by 2 into a, 2a is equals to s. So by cross multiplication, what we get? V square minus u square is equals to 2a into s, 2a into s. So therefore, v square minus u square is equals to 2as is the third equation for the uniform accelerated motion. So that these three, v equal to u plus at, s equal to u plus half at square, v square minus u square equal to 2as. These three are the equations for the motion of the body who is accelerated uniformly. And moreover, we know v is initial velocity, v is final velocity, a is acceleration, t is the time interval, s is the displacement. These are the four things we see in these three equations. Thank you.